What's the potential? 616 back again, and here I am with Justice League #1, and it's the first of the 52 relaunch of DC, so this is a pretty big deal. Now, first off, I enjoyed this issue. I thought it was a lot of fun, and artwork amazing. I've always been a fan of Jim Lee, you know, since his X-Men work years and years and years and years ago. You know, I carried on buying All-Star Batman and Robin because of the artwork, pretty much. Yeah, this artwork is just really good. He puts a lot of effort into this. You know, I was saying about the Flashpoint thing, you know, the Andy Kubert and Jim Lee have kind of similar styles, although Andy Kubert is more sort of kind of off-key angles, and but Jim Lee still does that to a certain degree, but everything feels a little bit more solid, but you know, still good. I'm not saying one's better than the other. Oh, actually, that's a tricky one. Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that. But yeah, the artwork, great. And you know, I said sort of about like early image. There's, you know, there's those dynamic splash pages, but not too many of them. And look at that. Look at that. And Batman there. Isn't it cool? You can't even see that in this light, and you're just wasting time. Anyway, but yeah, the artwork is top notch. Perfect, basically. Unless you don't like Jim Lee as an artist, but there's something wrong with you then. So, no, that's not a nice thing to say. Anyway, okay, the story. It's 5 years. This is a retelling of the Justice League's origins, 5 years before current day, which I don't think is a bad place to start. And it indicates to me that, you know, wow, they really are changing the DC universe. You know, I mean, changing the origin of the Justice League is a pretty big deal. I mean, it's been done a few times, been tweaked and whatnot. You know, was Wonder Woman in it? Was it Black Canary? You know, was Batman and Superman there at the start? But anyway. But this is good, this is fun. It reminds me a little bit of the Justice League cartoon, when that started off, you know, and how they all sort of got together due to an alien invasion, which, spoiler alert, this, I think, it's going to be some kind of alien invasion that joins them all together as, the character, figure who Batman's pursuing, he's pretty clearly alien, and he screams out Darkseid, as to the uninformed, Darkseid is a intergalactic tyrant ruler of the planet Apocalypse, possibly one of the coolest villains ever. Maybe not as cool as Doctor Doom, but that's a debate for another time. So this is a lot of fun. We get to see in this world that you know, the heroes are, they're not trusted, people are scared of them, they don't know each other. Batman's being pursued by the police while he's pursuing this alien creature. Now, a lot of this is basically documenting the first meeting between Batman and Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, it did remind me a little bit, probably because of the artwork, of Frank Miller's, you know, interpretation of with Green Lantern and Batman in the All-Star comic. Although this isn't as one-sided, which that really was, and it wasn't that great really. But it had some funny moments. But this is a sort of tamer version and a little bit more of a controlled version. And we get to see a very overly confident Hal Jordan. And a sort of a very brooding Batman. Who would have thought? but clever Batman. You know, I mean, there's a bit where he nicks Green Lantern's ring, and basically after Green Lantern's like, oh, you're not just a guy in a suit, and Batman's just like, you're an idiot, I just took your ring. You know, it's a nice touch. Also, there's a cameo from Superman right at the end, which is quite cool. A lot of people saying they're disappointed that it doesn't have the whole Justice League in. I'm not that disappointed, to be honest, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad move that it has the most recognisable characters of the Justice League. You know, Batman, Green Lantern, and Superman. Superman only appears towards the end, but he still makes his presence known. And also the films came out, even though Green Lantern wasn't that great, but it's kind of in the public mind consciousness at the moment, so I thought it was quite a good move. And I get a feeling Jeff Johns wants to take his time with this story, and it's a lot of fun. We also get a little bit of a pre-cyborg cyborg. I'm not sure about this person. It's quite well written, you know, it's a bit angsty. I mean, I've always considered him a Teen Titans character. Oh, let me just move that. And you know, he's a big part of the Teen Titans and its history. Are they going to completely retcon that? I think Teen Titans fans can be a bit pissed off about that, and rightfully so. Although, who knows, he could maybe join them for their first adventure for the Justice League, and later on join Teen Titans, and then I don't know, join the Justice League again. I don't know. I know Jeff Johns is wanting Cyborg to be a bigger character for some time now, so I wasn't crazy about that, but it's still handled well, and it was quite good seeing which showed him and the general public and their reaction to superheroes, which I thought added to the story to help the audience sort of understand what the general public's feelings are towards superheroes. We've got the police after them, but what's the man on the street think of them at the moment? And then at the end, very quick cameo of Superman, but oof, when illustrated by Jim Lee, gets the Superman in his costume. Look at that, amazing. You know, wow, and stuff. So this was a good, solid issue. I think it was a good #1. And a good introduction to this whole new DC universe. It was nothing groundbreaking, nothing that blew me out of the water, but it was solid. It was nice artwork and nicely written, and I've got high hopes for this series, I really do. But it was nothing groundbreaking. But you know, I mean, I think as a #1, and to try and introduce people, I want to say into comics, but I don't, you know, I think the way the comic book industry at the moment, it's very hard to get sort of new people into comics. Is this what DC are trying to do, or are they just trying to get people who maybe read a lot of Marvel back into DC? I don't know. But anyway, this was a solid issue. I really enjoyed it, and I strongly recommend it. Also, one other note, I'm not trying to take the piss out of people or have a go, but I've read from various reviews or little comments here and there that people are, oh, Hal Jordan's the Green Lantern in this, but Sinestro is the Green Lantern in the current thing. Well, this is set in the past, and also, you know, I think big chunks of previous storylines are, they haven't eliminated all storylines. I mean, the War of the Green Lanterns did happen, and what's happening in the next Green Lantern comic is an extension of that, so I don't really see what the problem is, but hey, that's just me. Anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough, and my next videos, I really want to talk about some Marvel comics, so see you then, bye.